tell us about the beginning of her career and her music career. So, hello, welcome to Logroño, to the official language school, and about the start of your life in London. So, why did you go there, and how were the beginnings of your musical career?
Thank you. Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here because I studied here. So I studied English and then German. So it's just great to come back. I went to the UK in the year 2000, and I went there because most of the singer-songwriters and music that I like is in English, and because it seemed closer than America. So initially I went to give it a go for about a year, and I've been there for 13 years now. Yeah, I mean, I just went to initially see what it was like, to see if there were any opportunities, and I liked it a lot, so I stayed. Do you want me to tell you a bit about how I started there? So, well, I'm not going to tell you my whole life, but I'm going to tell you a bit about how I started there. I went there in the year 2000, and initially, I mean, I've done all, different jobs, all legal, and from working in hotels to working in an office, and then around the year 2001 or 2002, I started taking part in things like open mics. I don't know if you know what open mic means. Open mic is basically where people go and play and sing, and they play like 3 or 4 songs, and it's very popular in England. So I went there, and then I took an interest, so I started going to singing lessons, started hanging out with musicians. Then I went to the London College of Music, and I did a diploma for teaching singing, which is something that I still do. I still teach singing. And really one thing led to another, and I started recording for people, or I started writing more, co-writing, meeting producers. It's been a long road, really, but it's been a very varied and very interesting road, yeah.
So, can you tell us something about the place where you live? I think it's near London, but not exactly in the center of London. You live in Windsor, is it a little town or a middle-sized town? So, is it better to live there than in the center of London? What is Windsor like? You have I suppose you have a famous neighbor, the Queen. Do you ever meet her in High Street or shopping at Tesco?
Yeah, I do shop in Tesco's, yeah. Well, yeah, I live in Windsor. Windsor is just outside London, and I like it because it's greener, and sometimes, depending on what area you live in London, and I know a few people here that have lived in London, and it can be quite hectic. It could be, which I lived in London for a while. I live in the west area called Ealing. And I liked it, but sometimes you kind of miss being close to kind of like the green side, and that's really what Windsor offers. So basically, in half an hour, in a half an hour drive, I'm in London. So it's not too bad. I've seen the Queen. I saw her in Ascot. Anyone knows Ascot? The races. The horse races and the hats and all that. So yeah, so I saw her there in what they call Ladies' Day, which is, where the ladies' day, when you wear your amazing hat, and yeah. So I like it. I like living there because I mean I've tried London, and I prefer to live a bit more outside when you have a bit of both. Yeah.
Okay, very soon we will hear your music, some of your songs. You write them yourself. But what about the music you like listening to? Can you tell us about your favorite singers or bands?
Well, I like loads of different kinds of music, especially today I'm playing kind of stripped down versions. I'm playing very acoustic versions of my songs. But primarily I like pop and soul. So and I'm going very electronic at the moment, but I'm not playing electronic tonight. Singers from nowadays, people like Emily Sunday, to going back in the time, people like, you know, beats from Madonna or Depeche Mode, that kind of thing, which are very, very varied. And even going further back, Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, those are my kind of influences. But I hope you can kind of see in the music, although sometimes it's just a bit random what happens when you make a song. Yeah, so.
Before listening to your songs live, you're going to watch a video. You can see an image of it. And was it hard work to do this video? Do you have any memories, any special memories? I suppose it was shot on the coast of England, but I don't know exactly where. So can you tell us something about how the video was made?
Yeah, the video was done in Bournemouth, which is the south of England, and it was made in June. We were very lucky because if you've lived in England, you know that, you know, this kind of weather, when you will see it, is not very often. You don't usually have that. So, but this summer has been quite good. It was. I happened to have a really good director for this video, who, you know, we went through the scenes and what we wanted to get, and we went to something very summery, something that was very kind of like boy meets girl, falling in love, let's go on holiday, that kind of thing. So I'm going to die when I see these, but I don't like seeing myself really, but yeah, hey. But yeah, it was really good fun. It was all done in a day. Yeah.